there are some rats in this film.
I think everyone interacts with rats in this.
Well,
sitting on the couches.
I am so worried that they weren't all CGI and that you actually did have to play with live rats.
Yeah, you have to have. We have thousands of real rats in the film. They were very intelligent, very nice to work with. A couple hundred of them were trained to enter on cue, but you know that's part of drawing the audience in. You know, we build all these sets. We go to these locations. We have real wolves, real rats. You know, it's so that you can, you know, really believe in the story and be invested in the story. You know, obviously as the rats fade into the background and become out of focus, those are 3D scans of our real rats that are digital animated rats. But anytime you see a rat, say, on Emma Corrin, that's a real rat.
Yep.
Literally, when I asked the question, Emma was like, I'm like, I want no part of this anymore. I lived it. I did it. But that must have been horrifying.
It was, I don't know if it was horrifying, but it was certainly an experience. And I am asked about it often, and I'm always surprised at how little I can remember, which probably shows I had to block it out. But no, as Rob said, the rats were lovely, very polite. They're on time. Yeah. And I think it was just sort of like gritting your teeth and getting through it. But it does add a lot, you know?
It does.
I had to do some demanding physicality in that moment as well. And it all sort of added up and helped, I guess, create something that hopefully is believable and impactful. So, yeah.
There's one scene where I'm working with the rats. We're working with the rats. And, of course, the big challenge is not to step on them. And I love them. And they were very sweet, and so sweet that I became concerned because scurrying rats are great. But then occasionally a couple of them would sit up and look around, and you know, it's like, butch that guy up, you know. It was like, it was funny to watch them. They was a little too sweet for my taste.